Your Supra Mark 5 can run 315 width tires without cutting a single thing. But pick the wrong offset by just 10 millimeters, and you'll be grinding metal every time you hit a pothole. Wheel fitment on the A90 and A91 Supra is a precise science. The wrong setup doesn't just look bad, it can damage your tires, fenders, and even mess with your ABS and traction control systems. Today, we're breaking down everything. Stock specs for every trim, the most popular aftermarket setups that actually work, how aggressive you can go before things rub, plus tire recommendations and real owner examples. By the end, you'll know exactly what fits your Supra and how to achieve that perfect stance without the headaches. Let's start with your baseline. What Toyota and BMW figured out works perfectly from the factory. Every Mark 5 Supra uses a 5x1 12mm bolt pattern with a 66.5mm center bore. That's different from the old MK5's 5x1 14.3, so those legendary wheels won't bolt up without adapters. The 3.0-liter six-cylinder Supras come with 19-inch wheels, 19x9 plus 32 offset in front, 19x10 plus 40 offset in the rear. They're wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, 245/35 R19 front and 275/35 R19 rear. These sit nearly flush with the fenders right from the factory, which is why the Mark 5 looks more aggressive than previous generations. Here's the key thing about those stock offsets. 19x9 plus 32 and 19x10 plus 40. Remember those numbers because everything we discuss will reference back to this baseline. The 4-cylinder 2.0 Supras run 18-inch wheels with identical width and offset, just 1 inch smaller diameter. That's 18x9 plus 32 front, 18x10 plus 40 rear, with 255/40 R18 and 275/40 R18 tires. Same fitment philosophy, just more sidewall for comfort and cost savings. Now for the fun part, what most Supra owners actually upgrade to. The most popular setup is what we call the flush street configuration. We're talking 19x9.5 front and 19x10.5 rear, with offsets in the low 20s front and low to mid-30s rear. This pushes the wheels out about 10 millimeters closer to the fenders for that perfect flush look. A proven example, Emotion ZR10 wheels. In 19x9.5 plus 23 front and 19x10.5 plus 32 rear, wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, 265/35 R19 front, 295/30 R19 rear. This setup on MSS lowering springs sits nearly flush with zero rubbing or trimming required. It's essentially OEM plus fitment that fills the arches perfectly while maintaining daily drivability. Want to go bigger? The 20-inch show setup is next. Common sizes are 20x10 front and 20x11 rear, with offsets around plus 25/30 front, plus 30/40 rear. You'll run thinner 30 series tires to keep the overall diameter in check. One owner ran 20x10 plus 30 front and 20x11 plus 40 rear on H&R springs with 265/30 R20 and 295/30 R20 Michelin PS4S tires, effectively flush with no rubbing. For track enthusiasts, 18-inch wheels are the move. Why downsize? More sidewall for protection, better tire selection, and lower cost. Popular track setup, 18x10 plus 30 front, 18x11 plus 40 rear with 265/40 R18 and 295/35 R18 tires. Apex SM10 wheels. In these specs, with Continental Extreme Contacts Sport tires delivered more grip than stock with no rubbing on HKS lowering springs. Popular wheel brands for the Supra include Volk Racing TE37s at around $4,000 a set for forged, Emotions and Graham lights around $2,000 to $2,400 for flow-formed, and Enkei RPF1s at about $1,300 for a budget-friendly cast option. The key is getting those specs right. The community has zeroed in on these sizes because they work. So how aggressive can you go before things start rubbing? Let's talk limits. On stock fenders with no modifications, the front can handle up to a 9.5-inch wide wheel at plus 20 offset, or a 10-inch wheel at plus 30. For tires, 275 is about the widest that fits up front, without rubbing at full lock. The magic number for flush front fitment without rubbing. Keep the wheel's outer edge within 5 to 7 millimeters of stock position. Since stock is 9-inch plus 32, a 10-inch plus 28 pushes out about 17 millimeters, right at the limit before contact. In the rear, you can fit an 11-inch wide wheel down to about plus 30, offset with a 295 or 305 tire without rubbing on a moderately lowered car. Stock rear is 10-inch plus 40, so 11-inch plus 30 adds about 22 millimeters of poke, just about flush. One setup that works: 19x11 plus 32 with 305 30 19 tires, only 10 millimeters more aggressive than stock. Want to go wider? You'll need fender work. Rolling the rear fenders, flattening that inner lip, gains you precious millimeters. With rolled rears, you can run 11-inch wheels at plus 20 offset, or even squeeze in 315 width tires. Add some negative camber and a slight fender pull, and we've seen 11.5-inch wheels with 315s fit for straight-line builds. Wheels are only half the equation. Let's talk tires. For street performance, the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S remains the gold standard. Excellent dry and wet grip, 300 treadwear rating, and they come in every size you'd need. The Continental Extreme Contact Sport AO2 is the new challenger, potentially even grippier in the dry and typically costs less. For track days, step up to 200 treadwear tires. The Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 transforms your Supra's grip but wears faster and hates cold weather. The Bridgestone RE71 RRS is an autocross favorite with tremendous dry grip. The Yokohama A052 is another 200 treadwear monster. Just remember, these extreme tires aren't for wet roads and they're noisy on the street. Need all-season capability? The Continental Extreme Contact DWS 806 Plus handles dry, wet, and light snow. Not as sharp as summer tires, but competent year-round. Michelin's Pilot Sport. All-Season 4 offers about 90% of summer tire performance with cold weather capability. Both come in super-friendly sizes. Critical tip: keep front and rear tire diameters within 2% of each other. The Supra's electronics expect this. A setup like 265 35 R19 front and 295 or 30 R19 rear works perfectly, both around 26.3 inches diameter. Go beyond 3% difference and you might trigger ABS or traction control errors. Sometimes your dream wheels don't come in the perfect offset. That's where spacers come in. A quality hub-centric spacer can effectively change your offset, turning a plus 45 wheel into a plus 35 with a 10mm spacer. But here's the thing: always use hub-centric spacers with that 66.5mm bore. Lug-centric spacers will cause vibrations that no amount of balancing can fix. Quality spacer brands include H&R Trax and Eibach Pro Spacer, both German-made with proper hub-centric design. For anything over 5mm, you'll need extended lug bolts. Over 15mm, consider bolt-on spacers with their own studs. And always retorque after 50 to 100 miles. Spacers add another interface that can settle. Your suspension setup dramatically affects wheel fitment. Lower your Supra an inch and suddenly that flush wheel might start rubbing. Why? The fender gap shrinks and the suspension operates more in its compressed range. The good news? Lowering adds negative camber, especially in the rear, which can actually help tuck aggressive wheels under the fenders. Lowering springs give you a fixed drop, usually around 1 to 1.2 inches. What you see is what you get. Coilovers let you dial in exact ride height and often include camber-adjustable top mounts. With coilovers, you might fit something like 18 by 10.5 plus 30 up front by adding -2 to 3 degrees of camber. Impossible on stock suspension. After lowering, alignment is crucial. For a street Supra, -1.5 to 2 degrees camber front and rear balances, handling and fitment. More camber helps fit wider wheels but increases inner tire wear. Track guys might run -3 degrees, but that's not ideal for daily driving. Always align after suspension changes. It can make or break your fitment. Let's cover the mistakes that'll cost you money and headaches. First, wrong bolt pattern. The Mark V uses 5x112, not the MK5's 5x1 14.3. We see people try to force old Supra wheels on. They won't fit without adapters. Second, forgetting hub rings. Your aftermarket wheels probably have a 73.1mm bore. Without 6.5mm hub rings, you'll get vibrations that feel like bad wheel balance. Third mistake, choosing extreme offsets thinking spacers will save you. If you need more than 10mm of spacer to make wheels fit, you bought the wrong wheels. Fourth, going too wide on tires. That 305 might fit your 10-inch wheel, but will it clear your fender? Stay within 10mm of stock width, unless you're ready for modifications. Fifth, buying cheap replica wheels. The Supra can pull nearly one jog cornering and hit 105 miles per hour. You want quality wheels that won't crack or bend. Replicas might look like expensive forged wheels, but they're often heavy, weak, and sometimes don't even list load ratings. Stick with reputable brands. Your safety depends on it. So where should you buy wheels? For custom fitment and expert advice, specialists like threepiece.us are invaluable. They can build forged wheels to your exact specifications. Want 19x11.3 plus 31.7 offset for that perfect flush? They can do that. They carry premium brands like Work, SSR, BBS, and Volk, and their fitment experts have done dozens of Supras. Threepiece.us specializes in forged multi-piece wheels where they can adjust width and offset in quarter-inch increments. Need extra caliper clearance for your big brake kit? They'll factor that in. Want a specific lip depth for show? They can make it happen. Plus, they'll include proper hub rings, lug bolts, and TPMS sensors, everything dialed for your Supra. Let's look at real setups that work. Example 1. Work ZR10s in 19x9.5 plus 23 front, 19x10.5 plus 32 rear with two 535 and two 95/30 Pilot Sport 4S tires on MSS lowering springs. Result? Nearly flush stance with zero rubbing. This is the template for trouble-free street fitment. Example 2. Ferrata FR8 20x10 plus 28 front, 20x11 plus 33 rear with two 55/35 and two 95/30 all seasons. No rubbing at stock height, but after adding iBox springs, needed a light rear fender roll. Shows how 20s can work with the right setup. Example 3. Track-focused Apex EC7R, 18x10.5 plus 30 front with 5mm spacer, 18x11 plus 40 rear. Running 275/35 and 305/35 Nanking CRS semi-slicks on Öhlins coilovers with -3 degrees front camber. Required minor fender work, but the grip improvement was massive. This shows the upper limit for track builds. Let's wrap this up. For a flush street setup on your Mark 5 Supra, the sweet spot is 19x9.5 around plus 22 front, 19x10.5 around plus 32 rear. Run 265 to 275 width tires up front, 295 to 305 in the rear. This works on stock fenders with mild lowering. Want 20s? Go 20x10 plus 25 to 30 front, 2011 plus 30 to 35 rear with 30 series tires. For track use, 18-inch wheels let you run wider, stickier rubber at lower cost. Maximum fitment without fender mods, 275 tires front, 305 rear. Lowest safe offsets, around plus 20 front on 9.5-inch wheels, plus 30 rear on 11-inch wheels. Always use hub-centric rings for aftermarket wheels, get quality spacers if needed, and align after any suspension changes. Stick with reputable wheel brands. This isn't where you want to cut corners on a 400-horsepower sports car. Total cost? Budget $1,500 to $2,500 for quality flow-formed wheels, $3,000 to $5,000 for forged. Add another $1,200 to $2,000 for performance tires. Factor in possible suspension, alignment, and minor modifications. All in, a proper wheel and tire upgrade runs $3,000 to $7,000 depending on how aggressive you go. The Supra Mark 5 is incredibly versatile for wheel fitment, from conservative OEM Plus to wild show builds. Use this guide, check real examples, and when in doubt, Consult the experts at threepiece.us for custom solutions. Drop your setup in the comments below and subscribe for more Supra content. Now get out there and give your A90 the stance it deserves.